What's going on, guys? Chew here with another spicy War of the Spark deck for you. This is the deck I saw on Noxius' YouTube, and I made a few little changes to it, but it's his idea. It essentially uses Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, who says if you would draw a card while you have no cards in your library, you win the game instead. And Demonlord Benzenlok, who says when he enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library. If you'd exile a converted mana cost 4 or greater, he deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. And then our entire deck is over 4 converted mana costs, so he'll draw our entire deck. He does deal 1 damage to us though, so we're using Sorin, who gives him lifelink, so the 1 damage will be dealt and then we'll gain it back with the lifelink. And then the Wanderer says prevent all non-combat damage that will be dealt to you, so it prevents the damage. And then we get to draw our entire deck, and we win the game that way. It's really fun. I made a few little tweaks from Noxius' lists, but I've been playing this deck a lot in Best of 1, and it's a really cool deck. So first we have our cards that help us draw through our combo. We have a Discovery and Dispersal, so this can help us surveil and put stuff in the graveyard as well as draw a card. And then the other side, we can bounce permanents and stuff. You may say that isn't Discovery a 2 CMC spell, but actually the split cards, when they're not on the stack, it combines both the CMCs of both sides. So this is actually a CMC 7 card. Dispose Deploy is like a CMC 6. But moving on, we have 3 Chemist's Insight, which just helps us draw. And then when we throw it in the graveyard, we can also draw extra cards. We have Command the Dreadhorde. This says choose any number of target creature or planeswalker cards, and Command the Dreadhorde deals damage equal to their CMC, and then you get to put them from the graveyard onto the battlefield. So you can use this to get back your combo pieces. And then we also have Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, which is kind of the same effect, just a little bit more expensive, which says return all legendary permanents from your graveyard to the battlefield. And that allows us to get back all of our planeswalkers. And then we can just combo off if we'd like. Then we have cards that help us stay alive. So we have Dispose Deploy. Dispose taps target creature and draws a card, so we can dig towards our combo. And then the other side in Deploy creates 2 Thopters, and we gain life for each creature we control. So this can create some chump blockers and also gain us little bits of life to keep us alive. And then we have Warrant and Warden. So Warrant puts a target attacking or blocking creature on top of our opponent's library. And then Warden creates a 4/4 blue Sphinx with flying and vigilance. The nice part about this card is there's a lot of token creatures going around right now, so if you bounce the token, it won't come back. And then the 4/4 can just help us win the game if we need blockers or if we need to deal damage. I do have 1 Ravenous Chupacabra. I did bring this in just because Noxius was running, I think, 4 or 3 Vraska's Contempt, and I just wanted a card that we can interact with Sorin and bring back the Chupacabra, at least a creature that was 4 CMC that did something when it came back. And then speaking of which, we do have 2 Vraska's Contempt, just dealing with planeswalkers and annoying creatures. And then we have 4 Chaos Wrath for wiping the board and dealing with all those creatures. We kind of briefly went over our combo pieces, but I'll let you look at them again. So the Wanderer prevents all non-combat damage, and you can also exile creatures with power 4 or greater, which is really useful. Jace, his +1 allows us to put the top 2 cards of our graveyard into our library and then draw a card. This is kind of nice with our revival spells because we can get different things into the bin and then get them back. And then Sorin gives our creatures lifelink, and then his +2 isn't too relevant, but his -X, you can get back a creature. It's a little bit tougher since he comes in at 4. If you want to get the Demonlord back, you would have to put +2 Sorin and then activate his ability. But mostly we just have Sorin here for the static effect of the lifelink. And then we have the Demonlord, who just lets us draw through our deck. Lastly, we just have our lands. So we just have all the Esper rare lands. Glacial Fortress, Hallowed Fountain, Drowned Catacomb, Watergrave, Godless Shrine, and Isolated Chapel. That's pretty much the deck there. It's a pretty simple one, but it's a really cool combo and a lot of fun. We'll quickly play some games here. Alright, we'll get into our first game of here. Best of 1 has been kind of quick, but if you can get your early spells, the Discovery Dispersals and the Dispose Deploys and stuff, you can get the combo off pretty consistently. It's really cool some of the interactions people have been doing. I saw like a Finale and Naru combo deck. This hand's fine. There's a lot of cool different combos that are coming out. I actually like combos a lot. Like I always say that I hate a Nexus, but it's just like that's such a boring combo. If it's a cool combo like this one, or like I don't know, copying spells or whatever, that's fine by me. Here we can just play this land, and we can tap his guy if we'd like. Depends what he plays though. I don't think he's gonna have too much pressure here. If he's just doing a bunch of Growth Chamber Guardians, we do have Kaya's Wrath. I think we just want to hold him though. That's fine. We might take a little bit of damage, but I mean next turn we can just tap his guy if we'd like, and then we can just Wrath the board. He can't play the Growth Chamber and adapt him in the same turn, so Frascas is fine. We'll see what he plays here. Hopefully we can just tap his guy, and then he'll play the second Growth Chamber. That's actually fine as well. We're probably going to take a little bit of damage, but if he puts a +1/+1 counter on it, it's pretty good for us. We do get to draw a card off the dispose, which is nice. Oh, nice. He did put a +1/+1 counter on it. And since we have 2 Kaya's Wraths, I am going to just play one here. If we only had one, I might hold up and maybe just stall a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just went Growth Chamber. If he has another land, that's pretty good for us. I actually don't mind, depending on, interesting plays from him. If I were him, I would have just like played the Growth Chamber and tried to adapt. But now here, I think we just want to Kaya's Wrath again. We might just be able to play a kind of controlling route this game. It's like we're playing Esper Control. But we're not out of the fire yet. Our opponent still has some cards, so. Another Growth Chamber. If he has another land, he can adapt, but I don't think he does. So here we have 6 lands. I think what we want to do, I think we want to wait till his turn, and then we're gonna want to put the Pelt Collector on top of his library, and then in response to the adapt, which I'm surprised he did it there, I guess he can double adapt, which is kind of cute. Oh, okay, yeah, he just concedes, so we just got to play a controlling route there. Sorry I didn't get to show you any combos there, but I will play a few games. I've really been enjoying War of the Spark. Unfortunately, I ran out of wild cards pretty quickly. I crafted some Jaces. I've crafted a few Vivian and stuff. I have some NECA Boluses. I have a bunch of different cards, but there's still so many more I want to craft, so many decks I want to play. Just a matter of time grinding out those packs and the gold and stuff. I am kind of just free to play. This hand's good. Yeah, I am kind of just free to play right now, so whenever I get the wild cards, just waiting for my weekly packs. So here, he doesn't have any early pressure, so we can just Discovery. I don't think we want any of these. At this point, we kind of just want removal, and we want like blue lands to cast our Jace. It depends what he's on, though. Cruel Celebrant. So he might be on some sort of Aristocrats deck, which is kind of cool. I think here we just want to draw with Discovery. I'm so happy about the change to the auto tapper. That's an excellent, excellent change. Um, we would like more blue lands, but unfortunately we do need the land, so I'll take that. Oh, interesting. He's on a vampires, maybe. That's a pretty good draw. Since he's only on 2 lands and he doesn't have too many creatures, I think we can wait for the Kaeas. Even if we just played Sorin here, we could play Sorin and +2 him, that way he doesn't die. That'll save us a little bit of life. And then, depending on what he does play here, we can probably Kaea's Wrath. We are going to take a little bit of damage from the double Cruel Celebrants, but that's fine. We will get to keep our Sorin. Which luckily does... we have 1 piece of our combo on the board, and we have the other 2 pieces in hand. It's just a matter of playing them all. Unfortunately, we don't have the triple blue for Jace, but... Oof. That's a little bit of damage, but that's fine. We'll +2. Even if we can get another blue land, and then we can plus Sorin to 6, or we'd have to put him to 8 so we still have him on the board. We did get our land there, though, so we can play Jace here and start milling ourselves a bit. Target ourselves here. So in theory, next turn we can combo off. It just depends if our opponent lets us or not. I think we should be good though. He's stumbling on lands rather. Pretty excited here. Alright, don't have like a Plague Crafter or something. That's all I ask. That's A-okay. So we are gonna get to combo. Technically, we don't have to dispose deploy anything. He can only deal 2 to either of our planeswalkers, and their loyalty counters don't really matter. All right.
Well played.
So now we play the Demonlord, and start drawing away. I wouldn't be surprised if he just conceded to this, but he might not know the combo. This is always awesome to see. Just drawing our entire library. I'm glad we got it on the first game here. Or second game, rather. He's like, what the heck is going on? Isn't this guy just gonna freaking die? But I have Sorin. And lose 25, gain 25. I will draw a card. Come on, let me draw. And we win. That's awesome. I love this combo. That was really smooth. Our opponent did stumble, but that went really well. I'll get into another one here. Hopefully we can combo off again. If your opponent doesn't really know what you're doing, or if they stumble at all, you can really just like slam down those planeswalkers and then get the win. It's so tough to deal with the new planeswalkers from War of the Spark, especially once people get like 2 or 3 out and they have so many loyalty counters. They really made so many powerful planeswalkers. We don't have an untapped land here, so we're gonna mulligan. This isn't ideal, but it's fine. We do have lands at least, and then we can cast Kaeas or the Wanderer on 4. He might be on some mono white or something. Interesting, interesting. We do have 2 of our combo pieces here. And then we have Command the Dread Horde if we can mill some with Jace or whatever. Turn 4 can't come soon enough with this Chaos. I think we're just biding our time until we draw a either a spell that costs less than 4 or we can get to 4 mana and Chaos Wrath here. Our opponent's taking his sweet time. What do you got, opponent? At least he can't activate these quite yet unless he has a hasty guy. Diamond Mare is interesting. Hopefully we can draw a 4th land, either for Jace or Archaeas. Ideally, Archaeas, we just need either white or a black land. Perfect. So we'll play this tapped. That does give us 2 blue sources for Jace. He is gonna get some tokens here for sure, but that kind of makes sense, I guess, with the Diamond Mare. But we are gonna be able to Wrath his board. All right. So it's Chaos here. Ideally, we'd want another blue land, but even if we can get just another normal land, we can Warden. We should be in a good position here. That's fine. We'll probably just be able to play the Wanderer here. It's crazy some of these Planeswalkers too, just how much loyalty they enter with. I mean, I guess a lot of them only have minus abilities. Like the Wanderer comes in at 5, but dealing with a 5 loyalty Planeswalker is pretty tough. That's fine when he played the Leon in there. We can just put it on top of his library. Even if he's swinging for 1, that's not too much of a big deal. And we can just destroy with the Ravenous Chupacabra. The nice part with Command the Dread Horde is even in a pinch, you can get back like a Chupacabra or something. Even if you're not getting back your combo pieces. I can't believe somebody figured out this combo though. Like, I've been looking at cards for the past like week or so, just trying to make decks, and like I never saw this interaction, which is so crazy. That's the awesome part about when a new Magic set comes out, is there's so many new interactions and stuff that you can play around with. So luckily here, if we can mill over a Demonlord, or if we can get... Well, we can mill over a Demonlord and get another land, we can cast Command the Dread Horde, and then we can win. Ooh, there's a Demonlord. We do have a Sorin as a backup. No attacks here. So yeah, all we need is that additional land here. And we do have 2 draws using Jace and our draw for turn. . Some crazy good combo games here. Okay, we're gonna try to draw with Jace and see if we can get a land here.
It's a matter of give and take.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, we're just gonna Discovery then. Look for another one. There's our land. And then here, we can just play that untapped, and we can just deploy. I don't think we're losing this one, but we get to combo off again, which is fun. Yeah, this deck's such a good time to play, though. It's just watching your entire library go into your hand is awesome. And then you get to win after. I can't imagine he'd have anything to contest our combo, especially in mono white, but... we should just get to go to our turn here. Alrighty. So we're gonna cast Command the Demon Horde, or Dread Horde rather. Command the Demon Lord. Let's get him out. I will pay 6. And the nice part about having the Wanderer out with Command the Demon or Command the Dread Horde is the Wanderer does prevent all non-combat damage, so it does prevent the damage that this deals. So if you have the Wanderer out, you can actually cast Command the Dread Horde, and then you take no damage. And here we are, drawing our deck again. Yeah, even just the interaction between the split cards, it combines both the halves for their CNC when they're not in the stack is quite interesting. And it's nice that in the Esper shell there is so many nice cards like Discovery Dispersal and Deploy Dispose and stuff. And then we just draw a card. And there's the win. Nice, that was awesome. Alright, I think that gives you guys a pretty good idea of the deck. I really recommend you try it out if you have the wild cards. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if it's the most competitive deck. You might be able to improve it. I fiddle around with it a bit, and I don't know if there's a best of 3 shell with it. But the combo's definitely there, and maybe if it gets some more pieces, it could be more competitive. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun playing it. I always have fun playing combo decks. If you did like the video, though, feel free to like the video. And if you did want to see more videos from me as I release them, you can subscribe to me on YouTube, and I'd really appreciate that. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later.